doing today, John?
Really good. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm excited for this next video in a series of cocktails. I'm really interested to see, if we can get some comments on some of the videos, and send us your cocktails of choice as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd love for folks to chime in with their favorite whiskey. It could be other things, but honestly, I'd rather have a whiskey cocktail personally.
Hmm.
So, folks, if you got a whiskey cocktail that you really like, send us the recipe, and we'll find a time to make it and give it a try and give some thoughts and
Absolutely,
feedback, and of course, give you the credit for it. Um,
absolutely.
I You have your cocktail ready to go?
I do. Yeah, I
All
do.
right, let's dive into it.
So this one, if you watch the previous videos, um, at least mine, I think mostly John's, been kind of fallish. I'm actually using a repeat mixer in this, which is the Crown Apple. And so with this Crown Apple, and this is one that Jesse will drink as well. I put, gosh, how much I put? 2 ounces of the Crown Apple in this, about 3/4 of an ounce of a vanilla caramel uh, syrup in there,
Okay.
and then just kind of topped it off with some ginger ale. So it is more of a, I don't know if you want to call it a party drink, an after dinner drink, however you want to
Sure.
look at it. But it
Sure.
does, it has that caramel apple Jolly Rancher taste to it,
Yeah.
which to me, I like one. I like probably one, and then it's pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Now
Yeah.
others will drink two or three of these and like the sweetness of it, but it's a real good. It's refreshing. The ginger ale gives it just enough refreshing, and like I said, I'm not dumping a lot of ginger ale in there. It's more just to kind of top it and give it a
Like a
little bit of that
splash.
fizz
Yeah.
to it.
Sure.
Just a splash. And so the neat thing this time of year is you have ginger ale that's coming out in like a cranberry spritz or
That's
this and
right.
that. And so the official name of this is a caramel apple spritz. And so you can kind of change the flavoring of your ginger ale. You could do a different type of a syrup, and the syrup I use has no calories and no sugar. So it's not a real unhealthy drink. I know a lot of these cocktails can get pretty
Yeah.
calorie driven
Yeah.
and kind of eat you up. But this is not. This is a really refreshing drink. It is pretty sweet. If you like sweet drinks, this could be for you.
Sure.
And we will get the recipe on here, and so you guys could cut and try
Okay.
it yourself.
Well, and I think that's the thing with a lot of these flavored whiskeys, like a lot of the Crown line, for example. And I know they're you and I have each. Hang on, Starlight has a couple of good flavored
Oh yeah.
whiskeys. So those can make a great base for a cocktail. And this one and your previous two, and frankly all of the ones that I had, the cocktail is pretty simple. It's not crazy
Oh
complicated.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, truth be told, I don't drink a lot of cocktails. Every now and then I might have a couple. But if I'm gonna do something, especially if I'm gonna do it at home, it's kind of just to like change of pace, break up the monotony, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so for my cocktail, very simple, two ingredients. For this one, I chose the Maker's Mark 46
Oh yeah.
because I think it has and then I have a Lacroix water, flavored water,
Yeah.
sparkling water, and this one happens to be mojito flavored, which mojito is kind of minty, limey, and I
Hmm.
wanted to like pair it with a whiskey that I think would complement that. And I think there are some good cherry notes in this, and so it's almost sort of kind of reminiscent of a cherry limeade. And I just mix them together. Normally I would just throw some ice in here, but both these things are cold. Um,
Yeah.
but um, but I would say the ratio. I mean, it's up to you, of course, as the person making the cocktail. but I'm probably gonna make it, probably 2 to 3 parts whiskey and 1 part of the soda. And you can get any flavor of these sodas. LaCroix, there's all kinds of different flavors of LaCroix, but all kinds of different brands of these flavored carbonated waters that are out there. I just like it that it adds a little bit of the carbonation adds a little bit of crispness and just a little bit of a twist on my whiskey. Plus, that little bit of flavor complements the whiskey.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I mean, that's a good idea. I never even thought about that. But
Actually, a friend was down here a while back, a few months ago,
Mhm.
and she was the one that even suggested. I never even would have thought of mixing like a flavored water, a canned carbonated flavored water to whiskey.
I wouldn't either.
But
Yeah.
if certain circumstances, like if you it's just like I said, a little bit of a change of pace. You can have all kinds of different flavor combinations that you can think of. So if there's one of these zero calories on this one that you like, and again, there's so many flavors. It's kind of fun to play around with, mixing with different kinds of whiskey. So again, pretty
Oh
simple.
yeah.
I don't have a name for it, but just simple.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. And the mixtures are your own. What do you like? And how do you think they'll pair together? And it's just trial and error. And then you might stumble upon something that's the greatest thing you ever had. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll confess I don't experiment a whole heck of a lot when it comes to cocktails. I mean, I'll dabble with an old fashioned every now and then. I mean, I'm not a great old fashioned maker per se. I mean, I know it's not crazy complicated to drink to make, but I'll play around with a couple things here and there. Just like, oh, well, this whiskey has this flavor profile. What do I have that might go with it? And I think that's why there's some classic things like a Jack and Coke or a whiskey and Coke is such a classic thing because that's a really good combination.
mhm.
And I would guess that's kind of sort of what inspired this thought process here. I'm probably more heavy on the whiskey than I am the carbonated soda, but I don't know. Play around, figure something out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Any other thoughts?
I don't. I'm just. We might do this again in the future, depending on if we get how maybe we get closer to spring and we make some spring drinks. And so
Is that a bad idea?
I'm very interested to see what other ideas the viewers can send to us through
I hope they
comments,
send us some.
and I do too because I think there is stuff out there I'm sure John and I have not even thought about pairing together. So anything that you can send us, we will probably
Absolutely.
try. So,
Yeah, and again, I mean, hopefully we don't. If we do, that's okay. But hopefully, it's relatively simple. I know some of these cocktails can get crazy. You got to go buy, this thing and that thing and this thing, and you got to, shake it, stand it on your head, and strain it, and all these sorts. Which is fine. But simple is good for me. So, but what do you all think? What are your favorite whiskey type cocktails that you enjoy? Send us some comments and some thoughts, and we can probably put it together and give you our opinion and some feedback.
well, good. Yeah, I agree. Continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Um, we really do appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys
Absolutely.
getting the word out, and hopefully everyone has enjoyed their holiday season. And what I
Yeah,
have, John.
that's all I got too. Folks, thank you. We appreciate it. You've been so kind to us in 2025, and look forward to continuing to share different whiskeys and cocktails and things with you all in the upcoming year as well. So, but without you, we wouldn't have an opportunity to do this. So, definitely appreciate your support. So, until next time.
Thank you.